Unit 5, Section 14.1 Worked Examples. 4 candidates running for a vacant seat on the Town Council receive votes as follows. Callow, 2,300, Levin, 1,359, Edelson, 993, Borowski, 576. Determine whether any candidate earns a majority and determine who wins using the plurality method. Is there a candidate who earns a majority? We need the total number of votes cast. So I've taken each of the vote totals for the candidates, and we're going to go ahead and add those up in our calculator. So we've got 2,300 plus 1,359 plus 993 plus 576, and we have 5,228 votes were cast. Now, a majority would be half of that plus 1. So I still have that in my calculator. I'm going to divide by 2. So 2614 plus 1 means 2615. So for a candidate to have a majority, they would have to have at least 2615 votes. Nobody has a majority. Who wins the election? By plurality, and the plurality winner is going to be Callow with 2,300 votes. Employees at Me, My Mop, and I cleaning service are choosing a new company logo. The choices are a mop, a broom, and a dustpan, and a vacuum cleaner. Each employee ranks the 3 choices from first to third. The preference table below shows the results of the ballot. Determine the winner using a plurality method. We need to tally the number of first place votes for each logo. So if we look across the first place row, we see for mop, we've got 12 plus 15 gives us 27 votes. And for broom, we've got 2 plus 12 gives us 14 votes. And for vacuum, we've got 6 plus 6 gives us 12. So the winner by plurality is going to be mop. 98 voters were asked to rank 4 brands of cereal, A, B, C, and D. The votes are summarized in the preference table below. Determine the winner using plurality with elimination method. There were 98 votes, so the majority is going to be a half of 98, which is 49 plus 1 or 50 votes. We need to determine the number of first place votes for each cereal, and if we notice in the first row, we can see those votes. A has 30, B 17, C 6, and D 45. So cereal C is going to be eliminated, has the least votes. So I went ahead and I took C out of the table and updated the preference table, and here's what it looks like now. So we're going to go ahead and calculate how many first place votes cereal A has. So cereal A has 30 first place votes. Cereal B has 17 first place votes. And cereal D has 45 plus 6 or 51 first place votes. So cereal B is eliminated, and we're down to just 2 now, and so we can pick the winner, and the winner is going to be cereal D. And notice that the winner here did not receive a majority of the votes cast. In the overall, the beginning preference table, cereal D had 45, which is not a majority. They would need 50 to have a majority. 72 voters were asked to rank the 4 brands of cereals, again, A, B, C, and D. The votes were summarized in the following preference table. Determine the winner using the board account method. For the board account method, not county, but count method, first choice gets 4 points, second choice gets 3 points, third place gets 2 points, and fourth choice gets 1 point because there's 4 choices. So for each cereal, we'll determine the number of points. So for cereal A, we look in the first row and we see there's 6 votes there. They're each worth 4 points, so that gives 24 points. Second choice row, cereal A has 23 votes times 3 points gives us 69 points. In the third choice row, cereal A has 43 votes times 2 gives 86 points, and no votes in the last row. And so if we total up 24, get my calculator up, if I total 24 plus 69 plus 86, I get 179. For cereal A. Okay, for cereal B, I went through the same process. Serial B in the first row has 3 votes. 3 times 4 points gives 12 points. In the second row, serial B has 46 votes times 3 gives 138. In the third row, serial B has 23 votes times 2 is 46. And the total points, and I went ahead and did this ahead of time, this total points here is 196 when you add those 3 numbers up. Likewise for serial C, I got a total of 204 points. And for serial D, I have a total of 141 points using the same process going row by row. And so the serial that wins is serial C by the board account and has the most points. 10 members of the town board must decide where to build a new post office. Their 3 choices are Lehigh Road, Erie Road, and Ontario Road. The preference table follows to the right. Determine the winner using the pairwise comparison method. With 3 candidates, the number of comparisons is going to be 3, so it's n times n minus 1 over 2. 3 times 2 divided by 2, we have 3 comparisons. So when I look at L versus E, I see in the first column, L wins when compared to E, so it gets 4 points. In the second column and the third column, E wins, so that gets the 6 points. So in the first comparison, who's going to get the point here? It's going to be E. E has more votes. Okay, if I look at L versus O, wins in the first column but loses in the second and third column, and so in the second case, O is going to get the point. And in the E versus O comparison, wins in the first column and the second column, so E gets 7 points, or 7 votes, O gets 3, and so in this case, E gets the point. And so the winner this time is going to be the Erie Road.